Hi class, welcome back to Sports Nutrition. This week you actually have a treat. You're not going to hear me lecture at all. Woohoo! Instead, I'd like to introduce my good friend and colleague Kristen Williamson. She's a registered dietitian nutritionist. She also has an MBA, so she works as a dietitian at Second Harvest Heartland. And recently, she's gone into some new ventures and started her own nutrition business, really focused on sports nutrition and running. So what we're going to do today is just do kind of an interview format. This should be fun for you. It's pretty quick. I really just like to draw in people I know and highlight professionals who are working in the area of sports nutrition, so you can gain some knowledge and hopefully think about what you want to do with sports nutrition if this is something you continue to be interested in. So I hope you enjoy this interview, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.
My name's Kristen Williamson. I actually grew up in Muncie, Indiana, so not from Minnesota originally, but I really love running. I've loved running for a long time. I've been really active since high school, so have done a few marathons, and will actually be doing the Boston Marathon this year.
Wow. So that's really impressive.
Yes.
What marathons outside of Minnesota? You mentioned Boston Marathon. Anything else?
Yeah, so I've done Boston Marathon. I've done Grandma's Marathon here in Minnesota. I've also done a few races in Indiana, where I'm from. Yeah, there are quite a few to count, so it's hard to keep track.
Great. Well, thanks for sharing that. So in terms of, you sound like you're a big runner, right? And in this class, we talk a lot about how nutrition helps fuel you, before, during, and after a workout. So can you talk a little bit about what you personally do to help you prepare for your runs in terms of nutrition?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's actually something I really focus on, not only my workouts, but really making sure that I'm recovering well and also feeling well for each of them. So a lot of my meals, I really try to incorporate a lot of fruits and vegetables to give me those vitamins and minerals that I need. I'm also fueling before my workouts with a carbohydrate and a protein, so maybe like a banana with peanut butter, and then making sure I'm eating a recovery meal afterwards to really get all those nutrients back in.
So would you say, it sounds like protein and carbs then, those are really important?
Yes, that's really what I focus on, especially before workouts, making sure to get that in.
And could you talk a little bit about maybe timing of your meals, like before and after your runs? How do you time that? Do you eat it like 30 minutes before you run, or much earlier than that?
I usually try to do about an hour, so if I'm doing a longer run, I'll maybe eat a little bit more, just so I'm not having to eat as much fuel while I'm working out.
Sure.
And so I usually try to get a bigger meal in maybe like 1 to 2 hours before I work out. And then afterwards, really try to get a snack in about 30 minutes after my workout's finished, and then try to get a bigger meal in within an hour.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's really important and helps you recover from a stressful but good run.
Yes, it's very important, and so I really try to make it a priority, just like I do my workouts.
Great. Well, thank you for sharing. In this class we learn a lot about ergogenic aids, and I've tried to do a good job of introducing the class also to dietary supplements. Are there things that you are using right now for your runs, or that you'd recommend to others?
Yeah, so when I'm doing longer runs, usually over an hour, I'll try to supplement with some fuel. And so one of the things, I've actually tried a wide variety, try to mix it up, see what works and what doesn't, what I like. Even the taste, taking the taste into consideration as well.
Sure.
And so right now I actually use some packets called Huma gels that are more of like a pureed gel. So I usually take those in. I also try to add something with salt if I know I'm going to be out for a longer period of time. So if I can get a goo or a gel that's got something with salt in it, I'll try to take that as well too.
That sounds great. So it sounds like finding the right, if you're going to use a supplement, kind of experimenting with it and trying to find the right one for you.
Yes.
Really matters.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. So I know you personally as a friend and as a colleague, so I know about your role at Second Harvest Heartland as a dietitian there, but I also understand you've kind of ventured into some new and exciting business. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're currently doing?
Yeah, so I am working as actually the owner and founder of Coach Chris, which is a nutrition consulting business, and also working with athletes on training as well. So really coupling training with good nutrition to make sure that people are training the best that they can for their races to help meet their goals.
Wow, that's wonderful and very much needed.
Yes,
I think
yeah.
especially in the Twin Cities, we have a lot of runners who are seeking good nutrition advice. So
Yeah.
that's really awesome. So what was your inspiration for that business? Was it something that you just thought of one day, or was it a personal thing?
Yeah, so I had some experience actually working with new runners, especially women runners. I just really loved the community, working with kind of new athletes, those who want to venture out and try a marathon. But I really realized, the importance of good nutrition, and so I wanted to be able to couple those things together,
Great.
and really work with athletes. And nothing's better than going and running a marathon or achieving your goal, and being
Yeah.
able to do that and feel great.
That's really great. Awesome. So can you talk a little bit about what tools and resources you use when you're working with your athletes? Yeah,
Yes.
I think the students are interested in learning about, when you become a dietitian, how do I counsel a client, and are there handouts I give a runner, or is it visual aids that you use, or how do they learn from you?
Certainly. I think one of the biggest requests I always get is for recipes. So how can you show me how to put these nutrition principles into practice? People love recipes. It's very hands-on, something that's very applicable for people, very real time. They can take that and use that. Another thing that I incorporate is nutrition menus. So a one-day menu, kind of giving them an example to say, hey, here's how you can eat, and here's how you can put those nutrition principles into practice.
Wow. So yeah, recipes and kind of learning how to build your diet, even just for a day, and kind of seeing how that goes.
Yep, and I think it's important to, it's great to be able to show your clients kind of that one-day menu, but I think it's also important to do some of that hands-on teaching too, to really give them the tools that they need to be able to then carry that on, or if they want to change the menu, to be able to do that effectively.
Yeah, okay. Great. Well, are there any other messages you'd kind of like to share about sports nutrition, or your experience running, or maybe nutritional problems that you think runners experience?
Yeah, I'd say, one of the best things if you're thinking about going into sports nutrition is just staying up on the current research. It's a very great topic and a great field to be in right now, but there's a lot changing. And so I think just staying up on the latest research so you can be able to kind of tell that to other people is very important.
Yeah. I try and teach the students to be very science-based, even in the infancy of their undergraduate career, so hopefully they can appreciate that research is something you pay attention to when you're a professional too.
Very much so.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you so much for your time today, and congratulations and good luck with all of your hard work and your business. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.